how it goes. All of my opponents get from the head to the floor like a rubber band. We show resistance to the.
Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man. To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Left side, Finney-Smith. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And it's Chicago with a board. And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They had that next man up mentality. But when one of your stars goes down, there's not much you can do.
Beverly for 3.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course they foul him.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
I think it did a little bit, but, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does. And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Dinwiddie, no good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
DeRozan. Beverly into the lane. And it's DeRozan missing.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Vucevic with a steal. Double team on DeRozan. Williams on the wing. Williams on the wing. Down low. Here's Levine. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Left side, Johnson. DeRozan brings the double. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Johnson. Puts up a 3. Here's Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
I don't mind that. They met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Now here's Vucevic. Goes to the fadeaway.
Most guys Nikola's size don't have this touch, but he can strike from mid-range.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Finney-Smith. Left side, Simmons. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. DeRozan outside. Outside, Levine. Vucevic with it. Simmons defending. Shoots in deep. And no good, trying to use the glass. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
Some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball, and ultimately I think they just roll with the punches.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Brooklyn making some changes. Chicago leading. Pass to Dosunmu. Caruso outside. White for three. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Harris outside. They grab their own miss. Here's Thomas. On the wing, Curry. Lets a three fly. Gets the three ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. Pass to Jones. There's the block. They recover it. And here's White. From deep. Here's Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Can't let Drummond get established positioning. When he does, it forces you to compromise.
Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, BA, they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Thomas. And the Nets miss again. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Drummond to stop the run. Claxton with a rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him deny like that.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. It's picked off. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Dosunmu for three. And so it's Brooklyn closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense.
13. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively. Also keeping them out of sync.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Simmons. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Outside Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bridges. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
And here is Williams. Now here's Levine. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Good physicality inside from Vooch. He's not afraid to mix it up with the defender.
From deep, Johnson keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Claxton's got 7 points.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
He's a steady double-double threat. Vooch continues to be a productive big man with an impressive skill set.
And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Here's DeRozan. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Now Johnson. All sorts of time. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Vucevic. Williams with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Outside Levine. Inside. Tipped. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. On the wing, DeRozan. There's the drive. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, Royce O'Neal.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year. Almost 300 more than anyone else.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nets?
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
Back to O'Neal. To the inside. Vucevic with a steal. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Harris. To the paint. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Levine. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
An all-star in this league, Zach LaVine gets to go to the line.
And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Both free throws good from Levine. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Beverly. Back to Williams. Over Harris. With 1 on the clock. And then Vucevic slams it in.
No way you will wrestle the ball from Vooch, keeping the glass clean.
Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
Outside for LaVine. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Inside, Zach can be so crafty, working around the D and finding his shot.
Pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. Zach LaVine clears it away. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that one misses.
You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverly gives you toughness at that point guard position, and he's physical.
Now here's Curry. Pass to O'Neal. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nets out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Nets with a lead. Dinwiddie goes in. Good on the bucket.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Drummond. Brooklyn with the board. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Claxton. And stolen by Jones. And here's White. Back to Jones. Caruso outside. Now White. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Dosunmu for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Right side, Finney-Smith. Here's O'Neal. Hits a three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Jones in the post. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Timeout called. The Bulls. Chicago making some changes. the Nets with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The kick out to Johnson. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 8.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly. DeRozan just keeps getting better. Incredible longevity. Started every game after his rookie season.
And Smitty talking about DeRozan, a key piece to this team, no doubt.
You know, B.A., he just continues to improve his skill set. Already an elite scorer, now sharing the ball more than he has in his career. Also doing some dirty work on the boards, too.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Levine for 3. No good there. The Nets go the other way with it. Pass to Johnson. Crosses over. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
Bananas like a monkey. She spent a whole check on a good time. She might broke my heart and turn into the bad guy.
Hey guys, I'm CT and you guys are watching 2K TV.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
The My Team Unlimited finals are going down this weekend.
And after 2 exciting tournaments, we have 4 finalists battling it out for 2 titles and, yes, $200,000.
The stakes are really high, and we'll be there covering all the behind-the-scenes action. But first, let's meet the finalists.
Just like that, Loki qualified. Oh,